Hello everyone! Welcome to episode 27 of the Counting Stitches podcast. My name is Bianca. You can find me on Ravelry as Bianca SCH and on Instagram as Jeopardize with an H after the J. So yeah, I'm on time this time. It is actually Monday. Okay, let's go again because my phone is apparently being an asshole. 1st of July. So we're on time. And this time around I have for you 4 finished objects, 2 new cast-ons and a progress shot of my top. I have some new yarn that was gifted to me by my mom. I did not buy it. I am still working from stash. So yeah, I have my tablet here for pattern details because my brain is all over the place at the moment. So let's start with what I'm wearing. There we go. It is cropped and it is called the Cottagecore Crop by Kate Garden. It is made with Georgia sock yarn in their Lakeshore Drive colorway. I had 3 of these and I have less than 1 left because I had to break into a new one to finish the ruffle and do the sleeves, so and the button band. So yeah, this was for me a very quick project. I made my screen just turned off. Give me a sec. There you go. I made the extra large. I followed the pattern for most of the way because I stopped increasing earlier than the pattern recommended, because I felt like it would have been too big had I done the last like 10 to 15 repeats. So I stopped early. Don't regret it. If this had been this bit had been lower, then I would have been in trouble. I also elongated the body by about 10 centimeters actually. I would have been exposed otherwise. So it is still cropped, it is still not full length, but I am not feeling uncomfortable, and that is the goal. Did not change the sleeves, they are what they are. So it is actually just 6 or 7 rows, so everything from here is in the raglan increase. It is just from the little holy bit to the ruffle, to form the ruffle actually. So that is it. Other things I have changed. I sewed up the front. So the button band, let me bring you a little closer so you can actually check it out. So the button band is stockinette. You just pick up and knit. So it's stockinette, which means that if both sides have the tendency to curl up, like it does on the inside as well, you will end up with gaping. Now I am a bigger lady. I don't mind being a little exposed. I don't want to feel like I'm about to pop out of my buttons. So I sewed up the front. It made me feel better. The buttons are decorative, they look fine. Everything is from stash. The yarn is from stash. They actually from the thrift haul back in February, just prior to my birthday. And the buttons are thrifted, so they are not the same, which is fine. I chose not to close this up because I feel like a ruffle should be ruffling. A lot of the project pictures did have it closed up with a button. Did not enjoy it. Like I said, quick project. I cast this on not last Sunday, yesterday. Yeah, I cast it on not last Sunday but the Sunday before that. I finished it Saturday. So this project took me 6 days. Washing and blocking, 7 days square. Would I make this again? I would. It's a fun, easy project. The detailing's nice. It sits nicely. It's very flowy. It's not heavy. It has tiny sleeves. It is great. I would totally make this again. Will I do it now? No. I'm looking for other summery projects to make at this point. So yeah. And I'm on a binge with that one. So we're rolling into the next one. And I showed this one on the previous episode as well. This is Nandia. I am binging these. So yeah, Nandia is by Crow and Finch. I was one of their testers for this project. This is my 6th one, actually. Like I said, I have been binging these. I have another one. That's why I say 6. I don't have that finished yet because I am still looking for yarn on that one. I made it from stash. I am short just a little bit of yarn for the straps, so I'll fix it. I can wear it. I made a aqua green one from a vintage yarn. I made a forest green one, a red one, a pink one for my niece. I made a powder blue one now, and I'm making a red and orange one for the straps. So I am binging these. I enjoy this pattern. It is great. You can and I've been raving about this. You can customize it any way you want to. Any way you want to. I love this pattern. And I'm enjoying making it. It's a nice palette cleanser for me. So yeah, you might see it again. It is a bottom up. You start with ribbing. You work the length you want. Then you put some stitches on holes and you work on a cup. Cup is shaped to your size. Take some measurements. Follow the pattern. It's important. Shape a cup. Shape another cup. And then put some stitches on hold for straps. Pick up for ribbing on the back. Pick up for ribbing on the front. Make it as big or as small as you want to. Yeah? And you're done. Well, work straps and you're done. But for the top, if you want it strapless, cast off, then I wouldn't recommend strapless, by the way, because you need some support. But you can make it halter, you can make it just with regular straps like I do. It's great. I enjoy this pattern. Don't be surprised if you see more of this, because like I said, I enjoy making them. They're quick, easy. There's no sleeves, there's nothing basically. It's fun. Yarn was also thrifted. Debbie Bliss Eco Baby 100% cotton. Am I lying? I'm not lying. This is their color 14004. Yeah, it is, like I said, 100% cotton. They recommend a 325mm US 3 needles or hooks, and it is 125 meters or 50 grams. I used 375 or no 3.5 needles. On this one I used the 375. So I'm not sure if I mentioned that. It's my standard. I don't swatch for it actually. Shh, don't tell anyone. But yeah. Next up is the Havens wood hat. Let me turn back my screen. It needs to go back. Go back here. Look at this while I look. For my Havens wood hat by Emily Burkholder. This is more a recipe than a pattern. Mine does not look the same as theirs. They have a longer tip. Did follow the pattern. It is a 100% wool worked on 2.5mm needles. Yarn came from a Renaissance fair I went to with my friend, so I wanted to make a hat in that style as well, which I think I accomplished. I usually would swatch and then pick a size according to the circumference of your hat, and then it will tell you how many stitches you need to cast on. For the first attempt I did that. I had to rip it back because it was more like a skirt. I'm just looking at my kitty. We went to the vet, so she's kind of busy. I ripped it back. First I was working on an adult hat. It was too big, way too big. So I went down, I went to the teen, small adult. It was still too big. I ended up making the toddler size. So it's probably a me thing, because I'm not a small child, nor am I a toddler. But yeah. I must have done something wrong. Still enjoyed the pattern, just did the smaller size. It worked out just fine. And then I needed something else. I needed something ridiculous. So I got this pattern from Etsy. I'm not sure by whom. And I made a flower bucket hat. Now, I had issues with this pattern, not being able to get gauge. Eventually I was like, well, F it. I'm just gonna do the thing and go for it. So, this is scrap yarn from my crime scene scarf and my Halloween sweater, and then some yarn I have for a Christmas shawl I'm working on at the moment. Yeah, pattern was fine, 2 sizes, children and adults. You have the option to do a single layer or double. I went with a double. I did not add any wire to the tip, so it's nice and floppy because I didn't feel like it. Okay, I have my crochet scrappy blanket on the couch. That's why it's not here. I finished that, but my cat is now peeling it off the couch so he can lie underneath. Apparently like 25 degrees Celsius is cold now. Yeah, enjoyed this. Was it very spectacular? No. Was it very complicated? Also no. It's very beginner friendly. If you like it, make one. It's a paid pattern from Etsy. It's just a flower bucket hat. I cannot remember from who I bought this. I can't find it because my Etsy is not logged in on this. But yeah, enjoyed this. Not sure if I will make another one. Not sure if I'm gonna keep the hat. Might try and sell it. Even though that's not really my forte. But you can't keep everything you make, right? Like, I would if I could, but yeah, might run out of space. Then we have works in progress. Like, I don't have a lot this time. Actually, I didn't even realize it was already first Monday of the month until I heard the wee-woos go off. We have this, I talk about it a lot. First Monday of the month, they test the error rate alarm. And I was just on my computer writing, and I was like, checks the date. Okay, apparently it's the first of the month. Didn't realize. So yeah, turned the computer off and sat back here. So this is progress on my London top, which we agreed we would call Charlotte last episode. So this is Charlotte. Don't sit on your brother. I've been working on this. I said I would finish it. I didn't do it. I need about 10 more centimeters before I have a proper length. If I raise my arms in this, I will be exposed. And obviously I have been doing all the other things. But yeah, this is gonna be the next one to finish. No casting on anything else until this is done. Because I want to start figuring out the pattern. I might be late for this summer, but that's fine. Do what you can, right? This is my last ball of Juniper Moon. This is also thrifted yarn. Cotton linen blend. Enjoy it. Do not have the tag here, so can't give you the specifics. It's at my desk because I was working. Can't say much about this. I did about that much from between last time we spoke and now, so the downside to knitting, right? You work on the same projects for a long time, so if you actually want to talk about them, you will repeat yourself a lot. So yeah. Cast on one is Ghost Whisperer by Park and Knit in a kid silk mohair, which I also don't have a tag for, which should be at my desk as well. This is a see-through top, which my plan is to wear over my latest Nunzia, which I think will look great. Gives you just a little bit more coverage. But if you have it, can we just there, like that, and then you have this over, so you have no see-through, slightly see-through. I think it will look pretty, and my mom can't complain I'm too naked. So that's a pro, right? So last time we spoke, I had just casted it on and it wasn't visible because it was just the cast on row. So by now it is officially 10 centimeters. There you go. Yarn is thrifted. If I use this entire ball, I'm about 25 meters short. I have another. I thought it was the same. It is slightly different. So I will have to make do with this. I'm working on a 6mm needle for this one, and it is just stocking it in the round. So yeah, the only difference is usually you have some weight to your stitches while you're working, and you can't feel this though. Every now and then I'm like, I need to check if I'm not dropping anything. Might be picking up something extra as well. I'm not sure at this point. But that's fine. It's just gonna be a cover. It's a good pattern. I am just working up until I'm ready to split for the sleeves, because this is cropped as well. Now, I don't mind cropped. I just want a little bit longer than the pattern says, so I'm gonna work up to that. Should be around 22 to 28 centimeters if memory serves, something like along those lines, and then I will split for the armholes like the pattern says, basically. So hopefully next time we'll have some more progress on that as well, but right now that's it. And then last one is crochet, which is a new cast on, and it is tapestry crochet. It isn't perfect. I am working on this with a 3.5mm hook, and it is a hot mess right now. And you can't figure out what it is yet. So, well, you can see a foot there and there, and then some legs, and this is the back. But this is gonna be a blah frog. Like I said, it's not perfect. I don't do a lot of tapestry crochet, and well, I thought it would be fun. So I got the pattern and I'm working on this slowly but surely. I intend to make this into a purse. So depends on how big it's actually gonna go upwards, but yeah, for now the plan is to make this into a purse. Line it, put a strap on it. It's all scrap yarn. This is discount store local. This is a thrifted yarn, and the black orange and green are all scheepjes in their various colors. It's the same orange I'm using used for the bucket hat, and the green I used on the bucket hat as well. So yeah, nothing more I can say about this. It's tapestry. It's a lot of counting. I mess up a lot. I have to work back a lot. This is attempt number 4. Yeah, and I'm still not sure. I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy, like, and I don't want. I've tried carrying the yarn, just not carrying the yarn and just pulling it up on the back and like that, and I'm not sure if that would be the option. I think I like this better than it actually having it show on the front. I am now trying multiple of the same color, so I have a white one here, I have a white one on the other end as well. I'm not sure. So any advice would be appreciated. Yeah, so I will just keep working on this. It's fine, it's not perfect, it's for me. I can always try again. That's the pro of having a pattern. You can just go again and see what happens, right? So yeah, I'm really enjoying this top. It's not a color I wear a lot, but I'm enjoying it. We're on the last leg already, so we might end up with just half an hour. I can talk about the plans I have, so that should be okay as well. And we don't need to go long every time. I tend to go off on tangents a lot, so it's fine. My mom got me some yarn. And it is vintage. It is still in the original box. It smells like thrift store as well. I have been airing it out, but I think it's not actually the yarn. It's more like the yarn doesn't smell like thrift store. It's the box. So it came like this. I just wound them up a little. This is George Picot crinoline, and it is shiny. There you go. It is shiny. It looks like raffia. It doesn't feel like it. There are no specifics on the box. Ravelry has it as a 100% synthetic yarn. It's from the 80s. So this yarn is older than I am officially. Which I think is hilarious. My mom saw this and she was like, yes, B, you will enjoy this one. So she brought it for me. There are 8 of these stringy thingies. Let me just show it up close. And I already balled up one, intending to do some swatching. I want to make it in a sleeveless vest. It is probably just ribbed, like garter stitch, I think you call it in English. Just need to do some swatching. The yarn is so shiny. and kicking it up, it has a tendency to it is just twisted loosely, so it has the tendency to untwist and go very fluffy, which might be a bitch to work with, but we'll find out and we'll see. I'm not allowed to touch it right now. I'm not allowed to cast it on right now. So I need to finish some stuff before I can start some new projects. It's a compromise I had with myself. And then we need to talk about the 3-hour sweater challenge that I talked about last time, that I actually wanted to try, because yeah, have I done that? Yeah. I haven't done the fall challenge yet, but I have done some swatching on that. So pattern calls for a 5mm needle for the ribbing and a 10mm for the body. It is a fairly small size. It's like a 34-inch bust, which means it is about 10 inches short for me. I did some swatching to see how how big it would turn out and how much I would need extra. So couldn't find my 5mm, so I used a 4mm for the ribbing. So, and then went up to 10. I ordered some 10s because I don't work with big needles normally. I don't enjoy that, but I did like the look of this, so we're gonna try. Basically I need to triple the amount of stitches for the ribbing to get it to fit me properly. So, does that mean I can still do a 3-hour challenge? No. Because I need 3 times as much stitches, so it would be like the 9-hour challenge, really. Am I still gonna do it? Yes, just not now. I need to be able to sit down and record some stuff for that, and then do it properly. So the swatching I can do in the background. The math I prefer to do on the background, actually, because I'm not that good at math and I want to double check myself. So yeah, it is still coming. I have all the things ready to play with it. I just need to find some time and space to actually work on it while I record and do the challenge properly without getting distracted by everything and anything, because that's at the moment that's my biggest issue. I get distracted by all the things and I want to make all the things at once. So might be for the best that I don't have a lot of stuff, like a lot of extra needles and wires and things, because I would totally make all the things, really. Yeah, and right now I don't have time for that, because I'm also starting for my Halloween costume. I got all the materials to start working on the mask at this moment. I just need to cut it out, and that kind of scares me. Not because I'm afraid of things sharp, because yeah, it wouldn't be the first time I tried to cut off a finger. More like you need to cut stuff at certain angles, and I have never done that before. So I did get the foam. I have a pattern, my friend left that. I have the foam clay as well. I have some tubing. There's actually 4 pipes in houses, so like insulation pipes for houses, for a base, because this year we were making, and I say we because my friend is doing the same thing, because we do a scare acting thing here locally. We're making the aliens from the 80s movie Mars Attacks, so we're starting early, because it is, you know, it might be a very cartoony film because of its age, but there's a lot of detail on the aliens itself. Like you have different personas, you have different clothes, weapons, colors even. So that's gonna take a while, and I have an uncle who does airbrush, and he said he would airbrush my mask. So to give him time to do that as well, I need to start early, because he has a full-time job. Stuff takes time, and I realize that. So starting early, and then I can take the mask to him and he can do his magic, and while I work on the actually clothes part, which I do not have the materials for yet, so because that would be a huge amount of money at once. So we're chopping it up a bit. Yeah. Might show some of the progress on that here. Can do, we might do, but I need some progress to show for it first. So yeah, that's about it. So plans, finishing this, finishing Ghost Whisperer, and those are the only plans I have for July. So anything extra than that is gonna be like a win, I think. Yeah, no other plans. Oh, might finish the the toad. I already forgotten I'm working on that because it's not in my face. Yeah, that's about it, I think. So I hope everyone is enjoying summer, and I will see you in August. Bye bye everyone.